I've always told myself I want to be remembered as a God-fearing young man, humble, that gives back to his community, that can be reached out by whoever it is that's going through something. Accolades, I mean, that's cool and all, but really at the end of the day, they're gonna get broken at some point. Everybody's gonna forget about me as a football player at some point. But how I am as a person, somebody can never forget that or say anything, about me as a character and as a man, that could transition 20 years down the line whenever I have a family. He was a great young man, that happened to be good at football.
So through your college career, you had many injuries. Was there a point that you seriously considered stopping playing? And what made you persevere through that?
At some point, you're gonna face adversity, and you gotta realize everyone faces it. Whether it's with sports, real world, how you get through the adversity is what makes you the person that you are.
You had a tremendous career at UTSA. He had a total of 38 records for UTSA, which is that's pretty crazy. So out of those 38, a lot goes into that. How did you set your goals, or what was your process in goal setting to get to that accomplishment?
I never went out and tried to set records. I just wanted to win a championship. Literally, my goal was to win a conference championship and win a bowl game. The accolades kind of just happened. I never went out there and tried to tell myself, we're gonna go out there and do personal accolades. That's just not who I am as a person.
With the team aspect of that, what would you say is the key to success within a team? What does a team need to be successful?
The team needs a leader. I had a great relationship with everybody on the team. I had everybody accountable. They held me accountable. But with a great team, you gotta have a great leader who asks and does what they ask. And everybody know that I would never ask them to do something if I wouldn't do it myself. So you always want to be more than just a football player, because at the end of the day, at some point, whatever sport you're playing, whether it's golf or whatever sport you're playing, it's gonna come to an end. But during that time period, how are you gonna remember that? So my career came to an end when I'm 25. I have so much more to live, hopefully, God willing. So what do I still rely on football and my accolades? At some point, nobody cares about football. That next person I go meet tomorrow, they might hate football. So that's not gonna get me in the door, but how I am as a person could carry those relationships and take me so much further in life. I just always want to be successful. And I knew either with football, basketball, or getting a degree, at some point that'll open up some doors and make it successful. I mean, I could have quit, after this injury, but like I said, adversity's gonna hit you. You gotta want that drive. You gotta want more for yourself. You can't ever get satisfied. And same with football. I've broken all these records, in 1 year. What am I gonna not? I'm gonna slack off the next year? No, you're gonna keep working harder because there's more out there to go obtain. You never look at it in that perspective, so to speak. So it's always more. You can never get satisfied on whatever it is. It's always more to go out there and get. That next drive, like that next hit, you might shank it. You gotta walk up to that ball and hit it again. Are you gonna be thinking about that? Like, am I thinking about that interception I had last drive? Because then that's gonna mess me up this drive. And then now you all kind of messed up. So it's all a mental game. And as a quarterback, most of being a quarterback is all mental. How you go out there, are you getting sacked all the time? But how you gonna come back and respond? So just like golf, you hit a good ball in golf. You still can't get too much because now you might shank it, you know what I mean? So it's all correlated when it comes to that. It's all a mental game.